Hello, everybody. I'm here to talk to you about your science notebook. So last class, you should have set it up so that you have this front cover sheet that you should have gone over with your parents and had signed. And if you didn't, you should probably write that in your planner so that you remember. You have 2 table of contents pages, 2 more, and then you should have started numbering page 1 all the way. And then I said started, but I meant finish, all the way to page 195, or wherever your notebook stops. So today, we're going to go back to the table of contents. Now I'm going to make sure that I'm looking at my first table of contents page. Make sure you're not accidentally writing on your second table of contents page, which you'll see I accidentally did and had to erase. So, oops, starting on the first one. I'm going to go ahead and have you fill in your table of contents for the first 4 pages. So that is going to be free choice menu is going to go on page 1. Free choice menu examples, page 2. Just the word science, and I'll explain in a bit, page 3. And then the scientific method, page 4. Please write neatly and try to fit it into the box. If you end up needing to abbreviate something because it's not going to fit, that is okay with me as long as you understand what your abbreviation represents. So I'll give you a minute to do that. Actually, you know what? Pause and take as long as you need to fill this out. When you are ready, we're going to go to page 1. According to our table of contents, the free choice menu is going to go there. So from your green folder that you received during conferences, you should see a paper called Free Choice Menu. Now this, we're going to go over in great detail later, but for now, I would like you to simply glue it on page 1. This is something you're going to come back to over and over and over. It's essentially a menu of options for completing your homework or output assignments, I should say, since we're not doing homework this year or during distance learning. So I'm going to go ahead and put some glue down and glue it in my notebook. Making sure that it doesn't hang over. Trying really hard not to cover the number. Not the end of the world if it does, but I do not want it hanging over. So page 2, as I said in the table of contents, it's going to be the free choice menu examples. So that's going to go here. I'm checking to make sure that it actually fits before I glue it. Flip it over. And don't use too much. You don't need too much glue, just around the edges, mostly, and a little bit in the center. All right. So again, we will talk about these 2 pages later. You will need these often. On the next page, you have a blank page. You're not going to glue anything here. For now, I just want you to write the word science, and I will explain what we're going to do with this page. So you can write it in the center, however fun or big as you would like. It does not matter. This is sort of a silly page. It's actually a bit of a waster page because I needed to be on an odd number with the next thing. So this is just for fun. Now, this isn't something that's going to be graded, but basically this page is an opportunity for you to just sort of doodle about science, your ideas about science. When you think of science, what do you think of? So that's a place for you to do that. Just have fun with it. You can color it if you want. You know, I say fill it up, but if it's not completely filled, that's okay. Just a fun little assignment. You can pause the video and do that now if you'd like, or you can come back and do that later. Over here on the right side, we're going to glue in our first cover sheet. Now this is a paper that's going to signify the beginning of a unit. You should have several in that green folder, and those are all cover pages for the beginning of a unit. We will likely only get through about 3 or 4 units this trimester, so that's roughly how many you have. you will need more for the next trimester. So you're going to go ahead and glue this in. Now, in the future, for future cover pages, the right side will be the cover and the left side will actually be an assessment of your notebook and how you've done on that previous unit. And so that's why this page is sort of a throwaway, because in the future it's going to be something else for each unit. But since this is the first unit and you don't have anything to evaluate yet, we've got this science doodle page. So that's it for setting up your notebook. And then the next time we talk, we'll be actually taking notes and we'll be talking about free choice options for homework. So yay.